Achievement is a universal drive. We often assume life school is a steady march toward flawless success. Designing systems, organizations, or careers to be failure-proof creates rigidity. That rigidity leaves no room for movement. When an unexpected shock arrives, the structure cannot bend, resulting in a sudden collapse. This map separates two distinct zones. The safe center is where we attempt to hoard achievements and avoid risk. The edge is the limit of capabilities. Retreating cuts off interaction, leaving a brittle core that cracks under external pressure. Ranjit observes that life starts with failures, moving toward the edge of failure itself, rather than crossing a final finish line. Pursuing perfection leaves you unprepared for reality. It creates the very vulnerability you intended to avoid. Resilience is built in what Ranjit calls the workshop where failure cultivates success. This is where the raw materials of achievement are forged. The trial and error journey functions as a mechanical data extraction process. Each error reveals information about the environment. Microfailures are small, manageable errors that generate critical feedback. An action produces an error spike, which condenses into a data point. These points act as real-time calibrators. They flow back into the system, reinforcing the action pathway with every loop. Failure is the physical raw material of success. It is the mechanism that generates the data needed for resilience. Consider the physical geometry of this boundary. Life balances on a fine line between success and failure. Advanced engineering and highly evolved organisms operate at their breaking points rather than within wide safety margins. This oscillating line represents a system state along a threshold of failure. Rapid movement looks like instability, but represents control. When a spike hits, the line adjusts frequency to absorb energy. Stopping these micro-corrections causes the system to plummet downward. True stability is an actively balanced state of perpetual movement, always operating right on the very edge of disaster. Achievement is the active maintenance of balance. It requires constant engagement rather than the capture of a final trophy. Embracing failure as a form of success is challenging. It is a hard truth to digest. This boundary of trial and error prevents life from unraveling. Adaptation dies without the friction of the edge. Systemic collapse follows, as tension cables snap and dissolve into a void. Abandon the myth of flawless success. It is an illusion that works against survival. Immediate struggles are proof that you have reached the edge, the place where lasting resilience is built.